The year is 1945. Germany, defeated and devastated, is occupied by the victorious Allies. The once mighty Wehrmacht, the Nazi war machine, lies in ruins. Millions are dead. Cities are rubble. The horrors of the Third Reich hang heavy in the air. Germany is a pariah blamed for the unspeakable carnage of World War II. Its military traditions are seen as inherently dangerous, poisoned by Nazi ideology. The Allies are determined to ensure that Germany will never again pose a threat to world peace. The solution? Total disarmament. Germany is forbidden from having any armed forces. Its military infrastructure is dismantled. Its weapons factories are shuttered. For the first time in its modern history, Germany is utterly defenseless. But history, like a river, rarely flows in a straight line. The Cold War emerges, splitting the world into two armed camps. And Germany, sitting precariously on the fault line between East and West, will find itself drawn back into the vortex of military power. By the early 1950s, the world had changed. The wartime alliance between the Western powers and the Soviet Union had dissolved. In its place stood suspicion, rivalry, and the terrifying prospect of nuclear war. The Iron Curtain had descended across Europe, dividing East from West. Western Germany, now a fledgling democracy under Chancellor Konrad Adenauer, found itself on the front line of this new conflict. The Soviet Union, with its massive armies stationed in Eastern Europe, posed an existential threat. The Korean War, which had erupted in 1950, served as a stark reminder that Cold War tensions could easily turn hot. The United States and its NATO allies, facing a numerically superior Soviet force in Europe, realized they needed more troops. And where better to find them than in Germany itself? Rearming Germany, however, was a controversial proposition. The memories of German aggression were still fresh. Many, both inside and outside Germany, feared the revival of German militarism. But the geopolitical realities of the Cold War were undeniable. The West needed Germany, and Germany, staring across the Iron Curtain at Soviet tanks, needed the West. The stage was set for the creation of a new German army. In 1955, after years of debate and negotiation, the Bundeswehr, the armed forces of the Federal Republic of Germany, was officially established. It was a watershed moment in post-war German history, marking a decisive break from the country's militaristic past. The Bundeswehr was conceived as a strictly defensive force, firmly embedded within the NATO alliance. Its mission was clear: to deter Soviet aggression and defend West Germany and its allies. To avoid any echoes of the Wehrmacht, the Bundeswehr was structured and organized very differently. It was placed under strict civilian control, with a clear emphasis on democratic values and respect for human rights. Gone were the days of the Prussian general staff and its culture of militarism. The new German soldier would be a citizen in uniform, sworn to protect the democratic order. The Bundeswehr would be integrated into NATO's command structure, ensuring that German military power would never again be unleashed unilaterally. The creation of the Bundeswehr was a complex and delicate undertaking. It required navigating the political sensitivities of both domestic and international audiences. Key figures emerged who played pivotal roles in shaping the new German army. Chancellor Konrad Adenauer, the old fox, was the driving force behind West Germany's rearmament. A staunch anti-communist and a firm believer in the Atlantic Alliance, Adenauer saw the Bundeswehr as essential for his country's security and its integration into the West. On the military side, former Wehrmacht generals like Theodor Heuss and Adolf Heusinger were tasked with building the Bundeswehr from the ground up. These men, while having served in Hitler's army, were also known for their opposition to Nazi ideology. They brought their military expertise to the table, but they also understood the need for a new kind of German soldier.